Hi everybody, Friday the 23rd of August. Like I've noticed quite a lot of people doing on YouTube, I've decided to plant my Christmas potatoes, and I went out there this morning and I bought some, and they're called Morris Pear, 10 for £2.50, so that's not bad. So what I'll actually do is I'll actually put them in a couple of buckets, and I'll put them on the where I grew the potatoes, put them on there. So maybe, I don't know, if the winter gets bad, I can bring them into the greenhouse. I don't know if that's what you do, but I'll watch what other people do and give it a try. And just let's hope that we get some nice potatoes for our Christmas dinner. Alright, so I'll put a bit of soil at the bottom of my bucket. I've put a bit of bloodfish and bone into it. I've mixed it in, and I think I'll put about three in already started. So I think I'll put try about three in. So the three in there, and what I'll do, I'll just cover them over a thin layer. And as they grow through, I shall keep earthing them up. So let's hope we get some nice ones. Okay, so there's my Morris pears planted, my Christmas potatoes. Three of them. I've done three. There's three in the green one. There's four in that little tank, and there's three in that bucket there. So let's see what we get. Hoping all goes well. Had a little reorganisation in the bar garden. Moved my begonias up from the veg plot up to here in the middle, just as you look out the window, so it looks nice. This is like a light blue buddie that I took a cutting of in December last year, and now it's outgrown its pot, so I'm going to increase the pot size. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just repotting this buddie. You can see the root system has way out done the pot, and to be honest with you, it's also, I've added in a little bit too much water because it's starting to smell a bit, so I'm just going to hope it survives on repotting. Okay, here's fuchsias I took cuttings of in June. There's 1, 2, 3, there's 4, possibly 5 little plants in there. I think there's only 4 actually, looking at it. So what I'm going to do today is, because the weather's not so good today, it's on and off raining Saturday morning, so I'm going to repot these. I'll break them up and just see what the roots is. I know they're flowering, but I'll take them off and just repot them. Okay, so there's my fuchsia. I took these in the 18th of June. I took these cuttings, so I'll give it a go and see what the root system's like. I can see the roots are starting to come out the bottom of the pot, so I would imagine they've taken all right. So let's have a look, shall we? Yes, nice little root system, and we got 1, 2. I've got 4 new plants here, 4 new little fuchsias. So I'll separate them gently. There's a nice little one there. I've put compost, normal compost in, what I get from B&Q. I put a bit of blood and fish bone meal mixed in with it, so we'll just replant that in there. And all I'm going to do then is I'm going to put a little bit of a stone around the top. So yeah, that's one done. As you can see, the roots are lovely on it. So I won't bore you with doing the other two. I'll stop there and start again and put a little bit of stone on top. Okay, so there's my fuchsias, repotted, watered in, and a little bit of stones on the top. So let's see how they go individually. They all had a good root system, so I think they'll do well. So looking forward to see. Won't be till next year before we see really much out of them, I don't think. I've done quite a bit of repotting today, which you've seen me doing the fuchsias, but I've also repotted this hydrangea. As you can see, the leaves are going white. I don't know what that's with, whether it's undernourished, so I've repotted it. I'll put a bit of bone meal in now. I don't know whether hydrangeas like that, but I'll give it a go in that. It was in a pot this size before, so I've gone up a good size to give it a little bit of room to grow. I've also potted a sambuca, repotted that from a small pot. I've also repotted this little one here. Now I don't know what this one is, to be honest with you. It's very thorny, red berries on it. I don't know the name of it, but it's quite a nice plant. I've got one up the garden. It's actually grows quite big, so quite a good bit of repotting. So I've enjoyed myself. I've also been collecting seeds for next year from my sweet peas and various other poppy plants and various other. I'm just letting them dry out, and then I'll put them in paper envelopes and keep them for next year. These hydrangea cuttings were taken on the 29th of the 6th in June this year. What I'm planning on doing is just checking if there's what the roots are. They seem to be have taken, so I'm going to take a chance and try and split them. Put the biggest one into here and so forth, and just split them up and see how we go from there. Okay, so we'll take a chance. As I say, it was the 29th of the 6th, so let's see if there's any roots on these. As I keep telling myself, everything's an experiment, so oh yes, yes, look, can you see the roots on that one there, on that one there? Yes, a lovely little root. So I'm just going to gently ease them apart so I don't disturb them too much. Take a little bit out of there, put that into there like that, fill in. Well, I'm pleased with that. That's a lovely little addition. Right, carry on. What I do is a little bit of compost. As I say, I put a little bit of bone meal in. Mix of bone meal in. Fill up the pot. And this is quite a decent sized pot, so I'll get my next biggest one, which appears to be this one here. This is what I like to do. I like to try and split all my shrubs up, and take cuttings off them and give myself a better choice. As I say, I can give them away to friends, or I can either take up there. I've got plenty of garden for the garden to take them up and have a lot more. It's taking time to do, but slowly but surely the garden is filling up. Because when I originally come back here, the garden was pretty well. It was just totally full of like a pondweed, and it's took me all this time basically just to get it the way I've got it now. It's been about 3.5 to 4 years that I've actually been working on the garden, so I'm quite pleased now that it's coming on. But as I said, this year a bit disappointed in myself because I haven't been able to do it as I like. due to personal problems. We're not sure whether we're going to have to move, you see, so I've lost a little bit of heart, so I'm hoping I don't have to, and I can actually stay here and carry on what I've started. But it's finances, and if the finances are right, we'll stay. If not, we'll have to move on, and that's what I've been up to the last couple of weeks, trying to sort out what I'm doing. But anyway, going off that, back to that, that's 4 additions, 4 hydrangeas, all taken. Put my stone, watered them, and I put my stones around the top, and that's it. So there's my hydrangeas on my outside bench, all in, all stoned up, and all with the rest of me shrub cuttings that I've taken, which are all doing well. I made this bench last year, and it's I use it for the summer, just to put my outside plants on, my shrubs, the ones that take the cuttings off, and I find it very useful. So it's bending down all the time into cold frames. Anyway, speak to you later. Just taking a couple more cuttings of strawberries on the runners, just pinned them down into pots. I've got 6 already taken, and another 2 here, so I'll have 8 new plants for next year. There's a little privet I took a cutting off. Now I don't know if you can do this with a privet, but what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make it like a standard. So I'm letting it grow, and I'm going to let it form at the top and trim it into a ball. But I think it's outgrowing this pot now, so I'm actually going to repot this. Okay, so there's my little privet repotting, quite a big pot now, so I think that'll be alright for a year or 2, well, at least till next year anyway, and I'll see if I can give that a little bit of shape as it starts to grow next year. We've been very lucky this year. We've had quite an abundance of bees, so everything's been well pollinated, so long live the bee.